thought you'd have gone.
I can if you want me to.
No, of course not. Stay as long as you want.
You sure?
Yeah, you can't go back up there.
Yeah, well, I need to pick up some stuff.
I'll get it for you.
Police are probably still all over the place. Don't know if they're letting anyone in.
I still can't believe that this was Dad.
Well, I told you Mum suspected it, didn't I?
Is this what you were arguing about?
Yeah. I found his stash of diazepam. That's what he was using on her.
It doesn't make sense. He might have wanted to get back at her, but for him to go that far to kill her.
Maybe it was an accident.
How could it be an accident? Jamie, you don't drug someone by accident.
Yeah, well, he hated her, didn't he?
No. Not enough to want her dead. Ugh, I'm going to have to find out what's going on. I'm going to call the police and see if they can let me talk to him. Hi. I'm not sure who the right person to speak to about this is, but my dad has been arrested and... Will Taylor? Yeah, and I just wanted to find out whether he'd been charged. The 11th of August, 1965. All right, well, where's he been taken to then? OK, thank you. Thanks, bye. He's not at Houghton. Maybe because it's murder, they need a bigger station.
I need to get home.
Right, I'll come with you.
No, just let me know when you find out about your dad, OK?
Oh, sorry I didn't answer. Thought it'd be better to talk in person.
You've been released? Well, you could have told me. Where did they take you?
Nowhere.
What?
But I wanted to tell you everything, but I couldn't. I didn't want to get you involved.
You did it, didn't you? You did it for me.
No.
Dad, I just want the truth.
I swear to you.
I knew it. I knew you couldn't kill someone. I said that to Jamie. I was like, maybe it's something else. Maybe she wasn't drugged. Maybe it was her heart.
No, she was definitely drugged. Just not by me.
By who?
Jamie.
Don't lie.
I'm not.
You will do anything to split us up.
Yeah, I will. Because she's evil, and that is why I did this. As much for you as for Kim.
Did what?
Helped Kim fake her death.
Dad, you've got this all wrong. He was broken. He thought his mum had died. I mean, you can't fake how upset he was.
He's been faking how worried he was for months and pretending that he was shocked that someone was drugging her brandy. And then he told her he'd help her find out who it was. But what he really meant was he was going to set someone else up for the fall. And you know who that someone else was? Me. She'd be dead, I'd be gone, he'd have the big house, his mum's money, and you, all to himself.
Right, even if that is true...
It is.
Faking your own death, who does that?
What did you want her to do? Wait until he'd actually killed her?
Call the police?
She didn't want him to go to prison.
Why? Because she cares about him so much?
She does. When she realised it was him, it broke her heart. I mean, being betrayed by your own son.
You should have told me.
I wanted to. But I knew that you'd have gone to him and he'd have denied it. He'd have covered his tracks and waited for another chance to get her. I couldn't take that risk. If he had killed her and set me up, then who'd be around to protect you?
Well, you didn't protect me last night. You're saying you thought he was dangerous, but you didn't even call me. You left me alone with him because all you care about is Kim.
No.
You did this for her, not a second thought for me.
Yeah, I did this for Kim, but I also did it for you. Imagine what he could do to you if you upset him. Look, I don't want you anywhere near a man like that. You promised me that you'll stay away from him.
Surprise. Well, I was expecting a bit more of a welcome home. It's not every day your mother comes back from the dead.
You're right. I should have thought about you more. Should have trusted you and told you what was going on.
But you didn't.
It happened all of a sudden. She told me what she was planning. I just got caught up in it all. I didn't have time to think.
Well, what about afterwards when it was all done? You could have called me. I have spent all night thinking she was dead because of me. Because I wanted her to pay for spiking me. And I had a go at you for not doing anything. I thought I had pushed you into it.
Look, I'm sorry, but I knew that you'd be with Jamie. You'd give it away. He'd see your reaction to what I was telling you, and I just couldn't take that risk.
Does he know yet?
I expect so. Kim couldn't wait to see his face when she walked back in. Don't tell me you're feeling sorry for him.
I don't know. I thought I'd found someone that I could trust. That I could build a family with, I could see a future with. Lucas loves him. I loved him.
But you don't anymore. Look, you don't need him. You've got me and Lucas. We'll get you through this.
So, what was it you wanted to say about Freya?
I just wondered how she's doing now.
It's fine.
Great.
Right, is that it? Because I'm busy.
Look, I'm going to have to send you an invoice. I know Jamie said he was dealing with it, but he hasn't charged you a penny so far. And I'm kind of clamping down on all that. So I'm sorry there's no more freebies.
What are you talking about?
Well, you have to pay for the consultations, even if you live with the vet. Diazepam doesn't come cheap. And I must admit, I wasn't sure if it was the right treatment, but there you go.
Diazepam.
Yeah, Jamie's had her on it for weeks.
Is that normal?
Well, it wouldn't be my first choice, but I didn't do the examination. It's just me and horses. And I didn't want to question Jamie's judgment either. He's a good vet. Hates paperwork. You're right. I know you said Freya was fine, but I suppose I could check her over again, give you a second opinion.
No, I'm sure Jamie knows best. I didn't want to believe it, but as soon as Paddy said it, I knew it all fell into place.
Will had diazepam too. Why did Paddy's stupid comment make you doubt me?
You had no idea we were working together.
I knew there was something wrong, but this... Are you okay?
Not really. I'll be honest. I was praying it was done. Would have made my life so much easier. I mean, I'd still have you and Jamie. Well, I'd have understood. I did it to her. Admittedly, only once, but still.
Look, let's not go there. It makes my blood boil just to think of it.
I'm sorry, but I was paranoid. I thought it had to be either you or her. It couldn't be anyone else. I never for a second believed it could be Jamie.
Can I be there when they arrest him?
That's not gonna happen.
Why not?
Oh, come on. You know he wouldn't last 5 minutes inside.
So? You want me to care? My daughter's with that man, and who knows what he's capable of. You might want to let him get away with it, but I'm certainly not gonna.
Who said anything about letting him get away with it? He needs proper punishment. That's why I'm here. I want you to help me. Teach him a lesson he'll never forget. Took a bit of planning. Can't just conjure up fake police, fake doctors. But if you pay enough, you can make anything happen. And Will played his part brilliantly.
So, we all set? Are you sure you still want to go through with it?
Oh, I'm not backing out now. Jamie's already watching from Hop. He'd be disappointed if we don't put on a show.
I hated lying to Dawn. Even told her I'd try and get on with Jamie.
Once she finds out what he's done, she'll thank you for this.
She's never had great judgment when it came to men.
Well, I hope you're ready to give the performance of your life. It's because you saw what you wanted to see.
Guess it's almost showtime. Oh, do you mind if I grab a drink? My mouth always gets dry before a performance. Mind, don't be sticking in any of that diazepam when I'm not looking.
Diazepam.
That stuff. Don't worry, I'll get it right when it matters.
We'll see that you do. Because if he's going to believe this, everything needs to be flawless. Now, you all know what you're doing.
Yep, all sorted.
Diazepam.
Make the call. It's time someone told my son the bad news. After a lifetime of being a snivelling little disappointment, finally, you'd won. But you were never the mastermind in any of this. I was.
Please say something.
What do you want me to say? I'm glad Kim's not dead. I'm glad you didn't kill her.
I know this is confusing.
Don't.
You're upset now, but he never deserved you.
Stop, please. This isn't just some sort of teenage heartbreak, Dad. I actually thought that I loved him. Someone who doesn't just care for me, but cares for my son. And then the whole time it was just so that he could get in here to frame you. I mean, who poisons his own mother? Who does that? I'm going up there and I'm telling him what I think.
No, you don't want to do that.
Why not? Why, has Kim got something planned? Something to put Jamie in his place? She does, doesn't she? What is she going to do to him, Dad?
Who's next? Ah, yes. Moira. And that thug she calls a husband. Two people who would have likely killed you if it hadn't been for my intervention. Then there was Belle, the psychotic pig farmer, who managed to outsmart you and almost sent you to prison. Then there was Dawn, the village prostitute.
Enough!
No. You have spent a lifetime believing that you're better than me. Well, you're not. Not even close. And every lesson I've tried to teach you has been because I was desperately trying to make you tough enough to survive.
And I guess you've given up on that now, have you?
Just know, and I'm not lying this time, if you ever dare step foot in my home again, I will kill you. Oh, it's you.
Dawn,
Spoken to your father, I presume?
He's told me what you've done. What you've both done. You're monsters.
I can explain.
No, you can't. But you should hear it all anyway. And then I want you out. No one's more surprised than I am to realise that it's you who could have done better.
Whatever he is, it's because of you. What the hell have you done, Jamie?
Dawn, what I did to Mum, it was the only way that I could see us being together, OK? I did it for us.
Don't try and make your guilt mine. You did this for you.
No, it wasn't like that.
Don't lie to me, not again. You stood there and dared to call me a liar. You said that if me and Dad had told you what we were planning, then you could have stopped all this from happening.
What else could I have done?
You could have admitted it. You could have said Dad was taking the blame for things you have been doing for months.
What, and risk losing you. I would have gone to prison and I knew you never would have forgiven me. No, look, my mum, your dad, all they've ever tried to do is stop us being together. Can't you see that?
Stop trying to make like there's some sort of twisted logic to all this.
Look, this is what they want, OK, to stop us being together.
Well, I guess they've got their wish.
No, Dawn, look, I know you're upset, OK, but they've lied to you too.
And you're lucky they did. Because if I'd have known what they were planning, I'd have made sure there was poison in your glass.
Dawn, I'll leave.
Good.
I guess you're happy then. I've lost everything.
And so have I.